out here again with Jason from Boomsticks Freedom Seas. Brought some of the guns again. We own all these firearms here. We're not trying to sell anything, but we're going to try to test with the 2011 game, double stack 1911 game being as popular as it is as far as your competition guns and everything. One of the ones that's really kind of coming up as far as the name is the Platypus. This one's made by Stealth Arms. There we got one. This here is a 5-inch version. Got lightning cuts, bull barrel. We are running an MO3 on it, full aluminum frame on the bottom. And we're going to put that up. This has what? This is Chris's gun. This is what, you say 3-pound trigger?
3 pound.
Got a 3-pound trigger on it. Now, really popular. These run about, I would say, about what, $1,700 to $2,000?
Oh, yeah. Okay,
$1,700, $2,000. One of the more popular guns on the market, has been for a while, is the CZ Shadow 2. We're running this one with a 507 Holliston on it, and we're going to try to see $1,700, $2,000, $1,000 to $1,200. If you had to get one, which is the better gun? Which one y'all calling? If you just had to call it off the table. You going with the money, or you going with the...
I'm going with Platypus.
You going with Platypus?
Platypus.
All right.
1911.
All right, Jason's going to go first. He's going to start with...
Platypus.
He's going to go Platypus first. Again, similar to how the comparison, we do this comparison because it seems like it's the best way if you had to, if I'm going out to buy one, shoot one, and then go directly to the other one and shoot that one. So that way you got a complete one-to-one. So if I'm going to the store and I actually got to try them both out, which one would I buy? So again, Platypus, this 5-inch version, CZ Shadow 2. All right, Jason, go ahead and run them. Again, everybody's got air protection. Everybody's safe. All right. That's shot pretty good. All right, straight to the shadow. What are you thinking?
I like the Platypus.
You like the Platypus?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right. Next up's Chris. This is his Platypus that he had built, so we're going to try to get him not to, be, Yeah. But so so you have shot Shadow 2 before?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so he's ran them both, so let's see, going one-to-one and see which one he has to call. All right, go ahead. I'm going to start with the Shadow. All right, we'll run straight to the Platypus. All right, straight from the fist. Which one you thinking?
Oh, the Platypus.
Really? Oh.
I like the trigger a little better.
On that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the Shadow 2, that had better grips, that fit my hand a little better, might be.
Yeah.
So
that's the thing a lot of people say with the 2011s, the double stack 1911s, because that grip, you get that really fat, and they got really good texturing on here. But then again, a lot of people really like the Shadow 2 on the notches and the thinness of that, and how you can kind of really get up in there, get a hold of it. So, and that's the reason I think a lot of people go with the 2011 is just because the way it feels and the grip and the way they set it up. This, it's probably reason why it's got so much popularity. But all right, I'm gonna go next. All right, like we're talking here, though, Chris, when we're comparing these two, again, this one will run you again, these are all free and clear, $1,700, $2,000. This will run you anywhere from $1,000 to $1,200. And like we were talking, I know the Oncello just put out that video where he just sent his Shadow 2 off to Cajun Works to get completely tricked out. So for the money, you could buy this, get it done for about $2,000 or so, or you can buy this and then send it off to Cajun Works and get it completely redone. So, do you think which one? I mean, if you're looking, would it be if you sent that shadow off? Would you think it would be saving them, taking the money here and throwing it into the shadow, or just staying with the Platypus?
I'd have to shoot them side by side again. Once it got redone, it could very well put the shadow ahead of the Platypus.
Okay, and that's the thing. The trigger, you got a 3-pound trigger on here. This is supposed to have a 2.5-pound trigger.
I'm not sure on the CZ.
Really? I think it is. I think on the shadow it's somewhere around that 2.5, 3-pound range. How did you feel on the trigger on it?
Wasn't bad. I'm not. The main part on the trigger for me is I like the more of the flat face, straight back pull.
Yeah.
So that's why I like 1911s more than I like other guns.
And yeah, and you can see that does have, it's more of a flatter trigger, if you can see on there, and then compared to the CZ's got that more traditional stock CZ curved trigger. So I have not shot this yet, so it's my turn, so I'm gonna go ahead and run. I'm gonna start with my gun with the shadow, and then I'll move over to the Platypus. Let's see if I can actually hit anything. Only had about 5 rounds through there. Okay, all right, here we go. Jumping straight over to the Platypus. I have not shot this yet, so you hear everybody talk about them online because you know you're going from the Prodigy, and then now you got the Platypus, and you got the Kimber 2K11. But Platypus has got a pretty good following going for it. So let's see if it outdoes the shadow. Free and clear.
That better than yours.
Yeah. Again, I don't know if that Hollison's really sighted in that great. Again, these are both free and clear. Not trying to flash anybody. That's hard. I mean, because it is, again, that grip makes it.
Very nice.
If it's me, again, I'm not trying to just go opposite of these guys. Me, the shadow, the trigger felt smoother to me, and the felt muzzle flip felt less. It felt more linear to me when I was shooting it, and that could just because you got that extra. This one, I don't know, I really like it. I am a big 2011 fan, so I'm trying to be completely honest, not just go like 2011 straight into it. But this is really nice. I don't know, man, that's pretty hard. I'm going to probably say, for the money, I'm probably going to say I felt I could shoot the shadow better. To me, again, y'all guys can go ahead and jump in here. To me, it felt, again, we could try to do another round, but I felt this shot felt flatter to me. It felt like it stayed less muscle flip. And again, I don't know if that's maybe because of the way you hold it than this. That's what I kind of noticed that last time when I grabbed it. I was getting a little bit more of that pop on the end of it. It is definitely lighter. This does have an aluminum frame. I mean, that is noticeably lighter between those two guns. So, I mean, you do have the extra weight there that would probably help with what I'm feeling as far as that recoil reduction.
I like the trigger better in the Platypus, even though I know it's not as good as the CZ. Mm-hmm. The CZ is almost too good because I'm not used to that light of a trigger. So and I actually got 2 shots off and I only wanted one time there.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
I'd have to practice with that.
Yeah, so if I had go, again, I'm turning into a huge 2011 fan, but if I had, let's say, if I had $2,000, would I go and dump all $2,000 right here, or would I go ahead, drop $1,200 here, and then send it off and get a, couple $100 trigger job done?
Is that all they do is trigger?
They can do trigger, they can do it all from what I heard, like lightning cuts.
I wouldn't want the trigger any lighter than that.
Yeah, I think they put a flat face trigger, kind of compare it to what you have on more like the Tactical Sports, and then I think they actually do lighten it up just a bit. I think they're rated like 2.5, 3 pounds. I think it go down to like a 2 pound. That trigger's, like I said, I couldn't. Yeah. So yeah, if I call it, I'm saying I'd probably still run the Shadow. Again, you have the reliability. Shadow 2's been around for a while. You listen to a lot of guys. These are probably one of the most, again, we're free and clear, one of the most reliable guns as far as used for competition out there. If you're listening to a lot of the guys that are running it, this has been out. When did these launch?
In the last few years.
Yeah, so
I'm not 100% sure.
These been out.
We've got 2 in the store.
A big. I haven't heard. According, I mean, y'all can correct me. I haven't heard anything bad as far as it isn't like the Prodigy where you got
Glock mag does take Glock mag.
And it does. Again, that's a good plus with this too. This does take Glock mags, where this takes your CZ mags, but again, CZ mags aren't they're not crazy out there anywhere. So mag wise, you're probably about the same. Those are going to be more readily available if you are a Glock guy and you got other Glock magazines around. You can just kind of throw them in there.
And that was also a pushing factor when I bought it too.
Yeah, that is a good selling point.
Shoot Glock competition, so I had tons of Glock mags hanging around. So
yeah, and when you go out there again, because if you ever go in and looking at your 2011 games, the magazines alone are running $60 to $100 to $120 for a magazine. So if you can take a 2011 and just throw some $20, $30 Glock mags in there, yeah, that's kind of hard to beat too. But for me, I mean, y'all guys called me. I'm saying I'm gonna go bang for the buck. To me, I'm still saying the bang for the buck's probably with the Shadow. But if you're out there as a competition guy, you're still.
Oh, I'm spending.
You're spending, throwing the money.
Throw the money at it.
All right, Jason.
I'm sticking with the Platypus.
Sticking with the Platypus. All right. So, hope that gets you what you need, man. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Till next time.